This is the PL-89. I'm just trying to get the key. Shivi E in the key of G major. C, D, E, F, G in the key by your Shivi. Into the realm of the PL-89, into the realm of the higher time, into the realm of the Messiah time. It is simple to sing the tune, match the sun up with the moon, with the sun and before the moon, as per Psalm 72. It's true. Please see Psalm 72, verse 5. Yiraucha im shamesh v'lfnei reach dor dorim. You will be seen with the sun and with the moon. Im shemesh v'lfnei reach. You know what? I keep on not knowing, and right now let's settle it. But before that, let's go to the last verse. The two calendars are one. Match the moon up with the sun. Right. It is simple to sing the tune, match the sun up with the moon, with the sun and before the moon, as per Psalm 72. Right, the second verse. Now this is the third verse. The two calendars are one. Match the moon up with the sun. Yaakov and Esav, Tikkun and Tohu, and with that our work is done. It's fun. And with that our work is done. It's fun. And with that our work is done. It's fun. And we've only just begun. So now, back to that question about the Psalm 72. Let's go here. Psalm 72. Let's see. Chabad translation says, Yiraucha im shamesh v'lefnei reach dor dorim. May they fear you in the presence of the sun and before the moon for generations upon generations. Okay. And that's what this calendar is really all about. It's about the sun and the moon, because it's a lunar and solar calendar. It's the Jewish calendar, the Hebrew calendar that we use to determine all the festivals and Rosh Chodesh and everything. And it's the Gregorian calendar in one calendar. And this is the PL-89 calendar. It started in 2012. Of the year Tafshin Ayin Bet, and this is 14 years in the making. This year around Passover time is completing 14 years when it got started. The ideas, but it actually came into being in September, in Elul time of 2012. So it'll turn 14, but it's basically 14 already. And this is the PL-89 presentation for today was Shabbat, the third day of Nisan. We entered the new month of Nisan, 5786, and we were in the month of April. No, not April. We're not April. We're in March. We're still in March. We're in the springtime, so I thought April, but actually we're in March 21st. It was Saturday. I don't record on Shabbat on the Sabbath, but Saturday night, it's already the next day, so it's fine. But I make my recordings for the Saturday on Saturday night. And a portion of the week, we started the new book of Vayikra, the Leviticus. We entered the book of Leviticus this Shabbat. And the Daf Yomi of today is Menachot 69. And just briefly on how this calendar works, it's like I said before, it's the sun and the moon, it's the solar calendar and the lunar calendar jam-packed into one. And what you're looking at is These are 80 squares, and then there's a 10-day invisible line here called the 10-day twilight period. So basically, we're looking at 90 days, 91 days, a quarter year, basically. And a 3-month period is mentioned in Tanakh a few times. 3 times that I've explained before. Once with Judah and Tamar, it says after about 3 months, she was pregnant. With Moses, after the edict to kill the baby boys in Exodus chapter 2, it says, his mother hid him for 3 months. And then there was in Navi the story with Peretz Uzzah, after Uzzah died, when King David had the ark transported to a certain place in Jerusalem from a certain place. This ark stayed at the house after Uzzah passed away. The ark was transferred to someone by the name of Oved Edom, a Levite, another Levite, and it says that it stayed at his house for 3 months, and he was very blessed by it. His whole family was blessed. It's interesting that Uzzah had a very sad outcome, and yet Oved Edom had a very positive outcome. So it's interesting. The Torah can be it's like a fire. Someone can get zapped by it, or can be warmed by it, or electricity maybe is a better example. They can get electrocuted, or they can have light and cook and do all these things. So all that to say that this calendar is going from these aspects of Geula. You're dealing with Judah. Okay, that's where the line of David comes from. Then you deal with Moses. He was the first redeemer, although he was from the tribe of Levi. It's still the redemptive aspect. And then there's King David, who this story was about. So this 3 months is, it's also known in Jewish law as a tekufa. A tekufa is like tekufas Tammuz, the summer season, or tekufas Tishrei, tekufas Tevis, the winter season. And so those are the few ways how this calendar is used in terms of a calendar. But see, it's 2 calendars, so every day, instead of like you have your regular calendar, you check off a box or whatever, you see a box, and then you can write in this box or do this thing. In this calendar, every day, obviously, since it's a double calendar, there's 2 boxes, one for the Hebrew and one for the English, right? One for the Gregorian. So basically, we started Nisan now, and so we're over here in Dispensation 3. I'll explain that at a different time. I have explained it before, but maybe explain it at a different time also. So if we're in the 3rd of Nisan, it's always going to be in the box 15 here. It's printed 15 on it. And then it was March 21st, and the 21st will always be in a box over here. It's printed 33 on it. So then the process is 15 and 33. Of course, is 48. And 48 has a numerical value. I need to find out right now what it is. Let's see here. Because you write 48 as a word. 48. I'm sorry. 15 and 33. I have no idea where I wrote 36. No idea. 15. Yeah. That's really weird. I wrote 36. Why would I do that? Okay, 15. Unless, see here. Okay, let's do that. See, 15 plus 33 is 48, of course. So it's really 48. 133. So 133 would be the gematria value of 48. And then you make that into a word, 133. So let's see here. 133. is 264. And then 264, you can make it into a word, to a number, word, number. And you keep doing that for a while, and what you'll find is that it will hit a point where after you get to that point, a few iterations after that, it will come back to that same number. Like 240 is one of them. Like 240, then it becomes like 216, 228, 248, 288, whatever. And then it goes back to 240 again. So then it's a loop. That's when you've completed that number. This alphanumeric gematria process, and it becomes like a recursion in a way. It's kind of this circle, and that's what I'm working with. That's the kind of experimentation I'm working with. If any of you have interest in if you know what kind of mathematics this is, or if how this can apply to, see, basically what I'm trying to do is, and it's just like in layman's terms, it's like I'm not a professional mathematician, but I'm delving into this mathematics in order to really discover something. And it's basically where mathematics meets data science, I think. It's like trying to find things out, trying to get information, find patterns of information, a flow within different channels, different media, through numeric sequences. I think this is probably the best way of describing it.